When I entertain, I like to have some things that I have prepped ahead of time so that when my guests arrive, I can concentrate on welcoming them and the conversation that we're going to have. So I like to do things like these cream cheese spreads. They're really easy to do, and you can make one with whatever flavor you'd like. Today I'm going to do a smoked salmon cream cheese spread. So what I have here is 4 ounces of cream cheese, and there's no real magic amount to this. It's just half a block of cream cheese and a little scoop of sour cream. And what the sour cream does is it thins it out a little bit and makes it a little easier to pick up with a cracker. Now the great thing about this is you can make this a day ahead of time, and it's actually better to make a day ahead of time because all the ingredients kind of meld into the cream cheese and really flavor it from the inside. So I have these cream cheese, and it's been sitting out for about 15 or 20 minutes. That makes it a whole lot easier to mix. So all I'm going to do is take my wooden spoon and mix this around so that it softens and it spreads out a little bit. Now from here, like I said, you can add whatever you want. We're making a cream cheese salmon spread today, so I'm going to add some smoked salmon. I've got about 1 ounce of smoked salmon, cold smoked salmon that you can buy at the grocery store. Real tasty stuff. It does contain a lot of salt, so you really want to wait to the end to adjust it for seasoning, especially when it comes to adding salt, so that you don't over-season it. Something else I think goes really well with salmon is capers, also red onions. And I like to put some herbs in here for a little color, but also for the flavor that they bring. Today I have some chives, so I'll slice these up into tiny little rings. And like I said, there's no magic amount to how much of this you put in there. You know, put a little chives in there, and if you think it needs a little more, by all means, put a little bit more back in. And I'm also going to add some dill, and I think dill brings a really nice, bright freshness to this spread. I'll chop that up, just a rough chop. And it's got about 1/2 teaspoon there. I will put a little pepper in because I know I'm going to want a little pepper in there. One final flavoring I like to put in here is a little lemon zest. The zest on the outside of the fruit is delicious, and it won't water down my cheese like the juice would. It also won't bring a lot of acidity to it. It'll just give that lemon flavor. So I'll use my microplane here to put a little zest in there. So if you want to keep this super simple, you can just put this in a bowl and put it out with some crackers. Or if you want to go another step and make it a little more elegant, you could do it as a passed hors d'oeuvre or a platter of hors d'oeuvres sitting there. And what I like to do is use a piping bag with a star tip. And I'll just go ahead and pipe these onto some crackers here. So I've got some crackers here, and I'll just put a little spread of cheese on each one. And whenever I put something like this together, I like to have some garnishes ready. I'll take a little bit of this salmon that I've left aside here and cut strips. And you can either just set the strip on or you could roll it. And with a nice sprig of dill, you've got a fairly elegant, extremely simple appetizer.